Hello, Norfolk enjoyers. I'm Steph.
And I'm Andrew.
And you're listening to the Norfolk and Good podcast. Now, this is episode 6 of the 4th season.
Fourth season.
Yeah, of our little Norfolky podcast. Yeah. And today, actually, I was having a look at our stats, as you do, and we've recorded 45 episodes.
Have we? 45?
Yeah, 45. So that's
goodness.
So if everyone is around sort of half an hour to an hour, that's potentially 30 to 45 hours about Norfolk. Yeah, amazing. Wow. And it's been downloaded over 14,000 times.
No.
It has indeed, yeah. So before we go any further, we should say a massive thank you to everyone that's ever listened to or downloaded our podcast.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It is the 1st of October when we are dropping it. Yeah. So we thought what would be a really good way to kick off the new autumn season is to talk about, well, I know what you did this summer, Andrew. Sorry, I had to. I've been sitting on that pun for ages. I had to. Yeah, what we did this summer. So we can have a retrospective, and then what's coming up, what we're looking forward to.
Oh, nice.
Because there is still so much going on in the county. In fact, possibly even more. It never stops, really.
No,
it's
really
the county that never sleeps.
Coming out of all the puns today.
I know, I'm so cheesy, I'm sorry. It's been building up because we haven't recorded a podcast for a while.
I know.
So it's just all coming out. Anyway, so we thought we'd sort of talk about what we did last summer. Now, obviously, a really good place to start
this summer.
is this summer. Last summer. Well, it is last summer.
Last summer.
It's not even a song.
Isn't it? Oh, dear.
So, the last episode, we talked about Heritage Open Days, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
And that was before it kicked off. The tickets had just gone on sale.
It's flown by, actually.
Hod's has happened. It's been and it's gone.
Gone. Yeah.
Did you get involved? Everyone out there in listening land.
I did.
You did? What? Yeah, I did too. What did you go to? What events?
Well, I actually went to 2 events.
You went to a couple.
Yeah, 2 events.
Can I just say one of them though? One of them. You just happened to be wandering around the forum and you got roped into it. But
actually,
I
was having a coffee at the forum.
Yeah.
And an event was mentioned to me by Sam, who we actually did interview on the podcast.
So there you go, doing a great job. Literally pulling people in off the streets. No, but it did sound fascinating. Sorry, yes. I'll let you tell everyone. So what do you do? Tell us about the things you did.
Well, we went to the Rosary Cemetery first of all, didn't we?
We did. We had a tour of the Rosary Cemetery, which has long been on our bucket list.
I know, and I really can't believe we hadn't actually.
It's not even closed to the public. It's a thoroughfare.
I know.
You can just go there and walk around, and it's the most beautiful. I was going to say magical, but I mean it is a graveyard.
Yeah.
So it depends how you feel about graves and death, really, whether you consider. But it has this
we find it very interesting, actually.
Super interesting, but it does have this kind of slightly otherworldly appeal to it because it's got quite a lot of kind of it was big in Victorian times. A lot of burials took place then, so there's a big Victorian vibe going on there. Lots of Victorian kind of influences in the graves and the architecture. And now, because it's been allowed to kind of be wild on purpose. Yeah. For biodiversity and nature, it's got kind of nature's kind of reclaiming it a bit. So it's a very beautiful space. I think.
It's a very mystical place. Yeah, very. And and as you look through, I remember looking through, and you see the tombstones and some of the actual larger tombs, and it's all ivy, isn't there, growing across.
It's very atmospheric.
Yeah, and the trees are huge now and there. Yeah, very, very interesting place.
It is.
And some of that graves. Amazing, some of the information.
The stories contain. So what I love about churchyards, and I apologise if I mentioned this in the last podcast episode, I may well have done. But the thing I like about graves isn't morbid fascination. It's because everyone represents a life which represents a story, a life story. And the fascinating thing about the Rosary Cemetery is that these are some of the kind of the big kind of names of Victorian Norwich, basically, weren't they? So they were the big Victorians, or the Victorians who had big stories.
Yes.
So there are so many interesting people who are buried there, aren't they?
Yeah, definitely.
We learn loads.
I know.
It's a fact, and we just sort of scrape the surface. I'd love to go back, actually, because obviously we were doing a tour, so it was time limited in a certain degree, and the tour guides, who were amazing, obviously can't really spend there all day telling us about the stories. We would have loved it, But I think we should definitely go back back another time. It's a really amazing place.
And people should definitely go on it next Hod's.
Yes,
because it really is fascinating. And one thing I got from that, one big thing I got from that, is I didn't know there was such a large show person population in Norwich.
Yes.
And a lot of show people are buried there.
They are indeed, yeah, absolutely. And I'll expand on that in a moment, but I was also going to say that as well as the Hod's tours, the Friends of Rosary Cemetery run tours on a regular basis.
They do.
To raise funds for their supportive charity, which looks after the Rosary Cemetery. So have a little look on their website. Just Google Friends of Rosary Cemetery, because they're always looking for extra support, aren't they?
Yeah, and you can become a friend of Rosary, and you can also volunteer there and help when they're doing sort of like clearing days of the.
Because they do that, don't they?
Because thorns and
some of the tombs are completely lost to nature after a certain amount of time, weren't they? And so, particularly after the pandemic and everything.
Yeah, and they try to sort them out, don't they?
And uncover them again so people can sort of see them. In the cemetery, you've got Jeremiah James Coleman, who obviously of Mustard fame and MP. You've got Ralph Mottram, who was a writer but also a naturalist, and we talked about Ralph Mottram way back in one of our very early episodes about Norfolk literature. But he was integral in making Mousehold a protected kind of natural landscape.
Of course,
So that's really, really interesting. There were shoe manufacturers. There were tea merchants. If you head to enjoyingnorfolk.co.uk, we've actually got an article on our blog about, how you were saying about show people, about a showgirl who didn't hail from Norwich, Norfolk, who is there now resting for eternity, which is a really interesting story, I think.
Really interesting, and went up to, it's a huge kind of like area sectioned off on it, but she's the only one.
Yeah, what is it called? A memorial? Memorial? Would you call it?
So.
Like, rather than a tomb, a huge memorial. Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, much love. A really weird coincidence was that on the day we visited the Rosary Cemetery, which was the 10th of September, it was the 149th anniversary of the Thorpe Railway disaster.
It was,
Which I think I must have heard of before, but I have to admit I didn't really know that much about it.
No, I didn't either.
But it was huge at the time, so apparently it claimed the lives of 27 people, injured 70 more, and at the time
rail
it was
disaster.
Massive at the time, like national coverage in the press. But so the resting place, so a lot of the victims and also the engine driver, who was called John Pryor, and the fireman James Light, they're buried in the Rosary Cemetery. And so by pure coincidence, we visited that day and saw their graves on the anniversary of the disaster.
That was
very kind of poignant.
Very. And it was to read that story there as well and find out a bit more information behind it. It was very interesting.
And they're buried side by side, the engine driver and the fireman. So that was very interesting. So the Rosary Cemetery, definitely worth a look. And if you Google or search up Friends of the Rosary Cemetery, you can find out more information online. What were the other things you did for Hod's?
Oh well, it was a very interesting talk I went to. It was one of the talks that they have at the forum. And this was and I'd never heard about this either. It was about the skeletons in the well.
Oh, yes.
Which was underneath what was the old chocolate factory.
Macintoshes, which is now
Chantry.
Chantry Place,
Yeah, Chantry Place.
Yeah.
Apparently, when they were doing the building for Chantry Place, or what it was beforehand, they'd done all the archaeological bits and bobs, and they found some things, but they never found this. And the diggers came in to start doing the excavation, and they cut right through the well and found all these skeletons head down in the well.
And what was the other sinister thing about the skeletons you told me? Was it that they were...
yes, that was it. They were believed to be live when they had been put into the well.
Were they bound? Or is
no, I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I may have told you that, but I can't remember now. Yes, so and that talk was all about the skeletons in the well.
Yes.
Very fascinating.
Yeah, and also were they believed to be part of the Jewish community, which was being persecuted in that period?
Yes.
Was it like something like 12 something or something like that?
Yeah, I'm trying to
medieval times, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Basically,
it was. There was a very large Jewish community that actually lived from the Haymarket, where the arcade is, that area of Norwich.
Okay, yeah.
And apparently, the well was kind of like, it slopes up to a hill, Chantry Place, doesn't it?
I suppose it does. Yeah.
And the well was up there. And it was when they were being persecuted back then, and I forgot who it was then. The king, I can't remember now. Yeah. But yes, very fascinating story. One I'd like to,
basically.
One I'd like to look into more, actually, because they showed us a map of Norwich then.
Yes.
With all of the houses down there.
Yeah.
And the names of the people and the jobs that they did.
Fascinating.
Gosh,
it's amazing. Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. The wonder that is Hodds. And we said it before in our last podcast that we love so much about it. All these events are free, and you learn so much. So we're both from Norfolk.
Yeah.
My dad's side of the family goes back hundreds of years, and obviously I was born in Norwich. You were born in Norfolk, in West Norfolk.
I was born in the Fens, actually.
Yeah, you were down the market. Still Norfolk. And yet there's still, and we obviously, we enjoy Norwich and Norfolk on a daily basis, and yet there's still so much to discover.
So much, isn't
it's
it?
fascinating. All these sort of bits of history and bits
so not
of
only
life.
do you get like new places opening in Norwich, you've also got this new bits of history that we find out about as well.
Amazing. So that was really great. And as we've said before, obviously keep an eye out for Hodds for next year because it's fascinating. We also went to a few festivals. No summer would be complete without festivals.
No, of course not.
Got to get in the festival spirit. So we went to Let's Rock.
Yes.
Both of them were at Erlen Park, actually. Well, actually, two of them were at Erlen Park because we went to a festival in Great Yarmouth as well, didn't we? But Let's Rock, which was 80s and nostalgia. Which was such fun.
It was excellent fun, wasn't it?
Really good fun, yeah. So it was really intriguing. So you had people like Mark Ullman and Five Star, legit kind of 80s and earlier, and then also the Happy Mondays, who were right at the end of the 80s. And honestly, I have to say, and the Farm as well, which I loved, because I actually loved the Farm and Happy Mondays when I was a teen. So the Mondays sounded amazing. Like, honestly, I was so impressed. It was brilliant. Really good show. Really well organised festival, we thought. Really good vibe.
Really friendly family-friendly atmosphere there, really, wasn't it?
It was family-friendly. I wouldn't say there were loads and loads and loads of kids, because I think there were mostly people that actually remembered the 80s and were young during the 80s, being honest. But I think, but it was very, very friendly. It felt very safe. And it was very good natured. A lot of people having a lot of fun. What was really wonderful about the days we went to festivals in Erlen Park was the sunshine, which hasn't always been the case over the summer. We've got to say. So actually, that made it, and I was so pleased for the organisers because so much obviously goes into this. So much is riding on it. So that was really, really nice. So Let's Rock was super fun.
Yeah, very good.
Highly recommend it if it's on again next year.
Bananarama were
the headliners. Yeah, you can't beat a bit of Bananarama. They're brilliant. I love that. Yeah, it was just such fun.
I'm really pleased they're using Erlen Park for these sort of things.
Yeah, it's a good space, and it's sort of fairly accessible and central for people from Norwich. So you haven't got to travel out really far. You haven't really got to drive. So
it's very good. And they always, after finished the festival sites are finished, it's always immaculate.
Yeah,
so once they've tied it up and gone. Yeah, always, and it looks like they look after the park as well.
That's always really good. I think that's really important as well. And then so that was quite early on in the summer, and then at the end of the summer, so sort of early September, we went to the Foodies Festival.
Yes,
which we've also talked about in a previous episode of this podcast. That was super fun as well. And again, food, music, brilliant day. The sun shone.
Plenty of food, plenty of drink, wasn't it?
There was plenty of drink. There was, but again, it was really, really well presented. I thought really, really good nature. Blue headlined on the Saturday, and they sounded again incredible. Considering it's been a few years since they were first a new band on the scene or whatever, and they sounded really good. Everyone was dancing. The kids went to both, so we had our kids with us at both festivals, and they had a brilliant time, didn't they?
There was lots to do at the Foodies Festival for the kids. They had this rotating knockout thing, didn't they?
Wipeout or something.
Wipeout, yeah,
which
that was
they
it.
just loved.
Yeah.
Oh, you had to dodge on like obstacles, otherwise you basically got taken out, which they thought was hilarious. They probably spent about £400 on that.
I could have bought one, actually.
After the amount we spent, I think we probably spent more on that than we did on food and drink that day, to be honest. But the kids are happy, and happy kids equals happy parents. so it was really good. Now, I was very impressed. Really great range. We went to some of the food demonstration and cookery demonstrations. The highlight was the hot chili contest. Yeah. Oh wow,
which we didn't partake in, but we watched.
No, I'd never partake in it. Good God, no, there were some seriously brave souls there.
There was. The person who won was, I don't know how he did it.
Oh, I understand. He's obviously like
literally didn't flinch, did he? Not even a sweat.
He was
broke
cool
out.
as a cucumber. Yeah, no, that was really good. Had some really nice food, some really nice things to drink. There were lots of local representation, and just and again about both festivals, everyone was like, all the kind of organisers and staff were so friendly and helpful, and weren't they? Everywhere we everywhere we went, every stall, every stand, it was really good. So again, if Foodies Festival's back next year, then we totally recommend that you check it out.
Definitely.
And then again in September, we headed over to Great Yarmouth to the Out There Arts Festival, Circus and Performance Arts, which is well cool, isn't it?
Really good. Actually, I really enjoyed that. So we went along. Didn't we? It was in one of the car parks.
St Nicholas car park.
Up by the Pleasure Beach, I think that way. Because it's all outside.
Is it all outside?
Yeah, it's all outside.
Yeah.
I'm saying that. I may get that wrong now, but it is all outside.
You're supposed to know about these things, Andrew. We'll go with outside.
We'll go with outside.
Mostly outside. Let's on the side of caution. A lot of the content's outside.
No, I'm going all out for outside.
You're going to pin your colours to that part. Fine. Anyway, it's performance art. It's like music, dance, poetry, spoken word.
Yeah, and
it's very cool.
So we arrived, and there was a band. Well, there was a girl playing actually.
Yep, solo singer-songwriter. Then there was a band who were excellent.
Jenna, I think they were called.
Yeah,
Jenna.
they did a bit of their own stuff, a bit of covers. They did Foo Fighters cover and a few other bits and bobs.
I really enjoyed that, and there was some people really getting
giving it some. There was a mini tiny mosh pit at the front. Yeah. Then the sort of top act of the evening we went was a French act, which I'm going to attempt to pronounce, so good luck there. Les Fils du Renard Palais Resist.
Very good.
Just take home the resist bit. Anyway, so basically it was a very cool combination of tightrope walking and electronica stroke kind of trip hop music.
Trip hop,
that's what they described it as. Trip hop music, sort of stuff that Tricky used to play in the 90s. But they were French. But it was absolutely incredible. So, this woman was sort of doing all these kind of spectacle things on a tightrope above the audience, and the sun had already set behind her, and, the seas behind you. It was this amazing kind of, again, very fortunate with the weather, because it would not have been the same experience if it chucked it down.
No. They did actually have a few, because the wind picked up that weekend.
They did have to cancel a few events, actually, I think, didn't they?
So it is difficult, obviously, with our weather. But like we said, everything we've been to has been absolutely perfect, hasn't it?
Yeah, I guess we're just lucky.
I know, with the but that was amazing, wasn't it?
It was really, really good. It was a really great evening. We got chips beforehand. Obviously, you got to in Great Yarmouth. Well, we always do. That's the only excuse we need. It seemed like, there was a really big audience there watching at all different ages, having a great time. I think that the tickets were from about £10, but they were on a pay what you can afford basis, because again, it's supposed to be a very, very accessible.
Most of it is free.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a very accessible festival. They do collect sort of donations and ask for donations at the event, so you can spare, if you can spare a bit more, then you can help support them. But absolutely fantastic.
I think they're actually moving that festival to the May half term.
Oh,
actually, next year.
Because of the weather?
No, not for the weather. They want to get more children involved.
Family sort of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
They have a lot of children performing.
Yeah.
And the May half term would be good compared to this when we've just gone back to school.
Yes, that is the only thing with those.
They're doing that, and another bit of news I heard is they got a big lottery.
I was going to say that. They did. No, you tell us,
Yeah, they got a big from the lottery funding. A grant. Yeah, a couple of million, I think. Yeah, they got 2 million in funding from the lottery.
Wow.
To convert, basically, an old ice house in Great Yarmouth to use.
That's very cool
for their arts.
Yes, they're going to. So they want to make it the UK Centre of Excellence for Outdoor Circus and Arts.
Wow!
How cool is that for Great Yarmouth and Norfolk? I am so happy for them. It's absolutely amazing. It was years of hard work in the making, apparently. And basically all the funding required to put the scheme into place is now there, and the building work on the ice house are going to start in early 2024.
Oh, that's fascinating. And to take an old building like that's obviously got history
will preserve
as well.
it will keep it going, it will kind of keep it central and important to the community, but also for Great Yarmouth this is just such fantastic news, and this is going to really support the Out There Arts Festival as well. So again, if it is back in May or doing it in the next year, keep an eye out on the news and on our socials and also their socials, Out There Arts, to see what they're up to, because it's a lot of fun. It's something different. It's in Great Yarmouth, which is a fabulous backdrop for this sort of thing, and it's some really good fun to be had.
Definitely. One of the first things we did as soon as the summer started, back at the end of July, we went to Pleasurewood Hills.
We did, Pleasurewood Hills. I haven't been to Pleasurewood Hills for like 13 years or something.
I know,
so our eldest was about 2 when we last went, 2 or 3.
Yeah.
And he's now 15.
Yeah, that's a bit shocking, isn't it?
It is a bit. We kept meaning to go. The kids go. So it's their annual school trip. The school that they were at goes to Pleasurewood Hills every summer as the year 6 treat after SATs, which is really cool. I really like it. It's really nice. And the funny thing is I remember going to Pleasurewood Hills with school when I was a kid and as a teenager with my friends. So, and it was fun. It was good fun, wasn't it? It was very quiet. We went the Friday before the summer holidays had really, really kicked in.
Yeah.
And it was quite quiet.
It was nice. There was a real nice amount of people.
We didn't have to queue. The only ride we had to queue on, there was only one ride we had to queue like an abnormally large length of time. And to be honest, that queue would have been a lot better had they not kept playing the same music over
I
and
went
over again.
slightly insane.
Oh my goodness, I was ready to chuck their speakers in the lake.
The same music.
Wasn't it like piratey music though, or something like jolly kind of piratey music, but just the same song though.
I know.
Like oh my god, that was quite bad. But there are some really good rides.
But the ride was excellent.
There are some great rides there actually. There's some old favourites like the Wave Swinger and the Pirate Ship, and they've got they've got their what's the thrill ride called? The Wipeout. Yeah, that's genuinely. So that's kind of a calibre you would expect in a much bigger theme park like Alton Towers. Yeah. It's pretty scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because we both went on that. Didn't we?
We did, yeah.
Because we like to just try these things out.
I've got this kind of pact with myself that even if you're scared, just do it.
Yeah, and
which is how I end up in the most ridiculous situations most of the time.
For me, it was absolutely terrifying. I kept my eyes open for the whole thing.
Why'd you do that? See, I closed mine loads, and every time I opened them, I was upside down. It was horrible.
I needed to see what it was all about.
Oh, you crazy fool.
But for the rest of it, we did it towards the end of the day, but the rest of the day, I just felt I couldn't walk properly or anything.
You don't like heights either, particularly. I mean, I don't love them, but you really don't like them, do you? But
not particularly. No.
We went on that other thing. What was that dropper thing called? That really big thing. So you go up really, really, really high. You can literally see out to sea from Pleasurewood Hills, and it's a fair bit from the sea.
Yeah.
And then it keeps you there for a bit, and then it just drops you down really, really fast. That's quite terrifying. And you're not really encased, really, are you? You're quite
not
open.
Encased. I passed out for a bit. I think on the way down. But
blacked out.
Yeah, I definitely blacked out. And I remember sort of opening my eyes, and the person who was controlling it was looking at me going, is he all right or not?
I bet they see all sorts of things. I bet they see it all. But do you know what, though? The scariest ride, though, that we went on at Pleasurewood Hills for me, which I found absolutely terrifying, was the one called Marble Run, where you're in those little kind of carriers that go really high up and lean. And I felt that you could quite easily just fall over the edge, or not of the edge of the cart, like the whole thing just fall off.
I mean, I'm sure that's obviously very safe,
but honestly, it was terrifying.
You also pulling some G's in those things as well.
It jerked round the corners quite fast and jerkily, for want of a better word.
that manoeuvre.
Yeah, so I found that quite scary. But no, we enjoyed it, and we went to like a little circus thing as well. That was good. Do you remember? We went to the circus show.
Yeah, that was really good actually.
Yeah,
the clown in that was very good, as I remember.
Yeah,
it was very good.
It was all very good.
I loved the bit where he kept on going over to those girls and taking their popcorn. And then he took their popcorn, and then he was giving it back to would you like
passing
some?
it around.
Passing it around.
That was good old school fun. I enjoyed that. Yeah, Pleasure Hills. That was good. And we also went to a couple of National Trust places.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course, yes. It's compulsory during the summer.
Yeah. So always a good day out. And we've said it before and we'll say it again. I think membership is always worth it if you can afford it. So membership of the museums service in Norfolk is great value because you can always, particularly if you've got younger kids or a young family, it's always a day out. If it's raining, you can go to the castle. If it's not raining, you can go to Gresson Hall or anywhere else. Absolutely brilliant. There's loads of fabulous museums to go into. And if you've got the museum pass, you can just keep going. And, we went hundreds of times. There's always something new to see and the kids love it anyway. They don't seem to mind too much. But similarly with the National Trust membership, so we've got a membership, haven't we? I think we probably pay around about £10 a month direct debit. And it means you can go into any of the places, not just in Norfolk, but across England. So if you go on holiday or day trip out, you get your parking free. And I mean, parking alone at Sheringham Park is, what, a £5?
Yeah,
something like that.
Most of them, I think.
You get it back sort of on one trip. Anyway, so we went to Felbrigg Hall with my parents who came down to visit.
Love Felbrigg. We actually went around the house.
Yeah,
because we don't always go around the house.
To be honest, we actually usually just go to the parks and gardens, don't we? Have a bit of a walk, go for a scone. Yeah. We do go to see some of the exhibitions, that sort of thing, but we quite like walking, don't we? So we usually just go and sort of walk around outside or explore the gardens. But actually, the house is fascinating. Yeah. Really fascinating, isn't it?
Definitely.
Probably would have liked to spend a bit more time in the house, actually. But the thing with going in stately homes with kids is that they go through it at about 400 miles an hour. You can't really linger on anything. Whereas I quite like to read all the stuff. But when we went, do you remember, they were doing a living history day.
Oh, yes.
And the era or the period that they were doing was Victorian times. Yeah. And as we were exiting, so you sort of wind your way through the house, there's like a sort of a route that you follow, and you go through kind of like, what is it, the kitchens and the cellars. Yeah. And there was a chap who was supposed to be like a Victorian gentleman archaeologist. Yeah. Because obviously, like, archaeology was big in those times. It was the precursor to them sort of discovering Tutankhamun and all this kind of thing. So it was really exciting. And he was brilliant, wasn't he? He was fascinating.
Very good, yeah.
Yeah, and he had all these kind of artefacts on the table in front of him, genuine artefacts from all different ages, which he talked to us all about, and then he allowed us to pick them up. And our youngest son was loving the fact it was, not to be too cheesy, but you're really getting up close and personal with kind of history. You can't always touch objects in museums. Yeah. And I think it's so important and interesting to do that. And, our son was particularly interested in like how heavy some of them were and what they felt like and this kind of thing. But this guy was just so great at making it all come alive, and he was so engaging, wasn't he?
Yeah,
it was brilliant.
He was very, very good. There was like little flint arrows, wasn't there? Yeah. Flint axe heads.
Yeah, just sort of bits of pots, but from really like old, and they were all stuff that had been found locally in the North Norfolk area. So that was great. The walled gardens at Felbrigg are something else.
My goodness, I just wish.
Have you got garden envy?
Yes. Yes.
They are amazing.
Brilliant, aren't they?
They're just impeccable.
Yeah.
They look stunning. I mean, obviously the rain this year must have helped because they looked brilliant. Yeah, some summers when it's been really super dry, they've been a bit dry, they haven't been as great, but they were luscious and green and colourful, and everything was looking really great. So that was really lovely.
All the fruit and veg in there.
Oh my God, the pumpkins were massive, and it was only July. Yeah. So we've actually shared a few pictures of it on our social media, but it was absolutely wonderful. Felbrigg can highly recommend. It was really, really nice. And
like you said, plenty of walks around there. So
and look out for when they have these days and these events, because again, it's more than just when you visit these National Trust places. They do have more going on than just sort of halls and houses and gardens. They do have these live events happening, and this was a really great one, this Living History Day. So we really enjoyed it. And then another National Trust place, we left Norfolk. Dun, dun, dun.
We did. We escaped for a bit.
It's not escape. Don't say that. We just left it. Yes. And we went to Wimpole.
We did.
Wimpole, which I love saying. It's such a great word off the tongue, which is literally an hour away at Cambridge, really, isn't it? It's not far.
Not far
just
at all.
Down the A11,
it's well worth the trip. But the interesting fact with us was we didn't think we'd been there before, did we?
No, we didn't.
We thought, let's go to a National Trust place we've never been before. Let's choose Wimpole. We got there and thought, this looks familiar.
Yeah, I didn't, because I don't recognise it. Everything's new to me every day.
Me and our eldest,
we were
like,
sure we've been here before.
We've been here before.
Yeah.
And we had.
Yeah,
so,
back in about 2017, we'd been there.
Yeah.
Because we met some friends there who came from Cambridge that day, and we met them there because it was sort of a bit close to us both. But it's lovely. I enjoyed that day out as well. Another thing I really like about the National Trust days out or visits is that they are a really good solid day out. So you get your money's worth, and particularly if you do have a membership, it's good value. They've got a massive car. That was the other thing that threw us about Wimpole. They've got a new car park. It's huge now. It's like the sort of one they got at Sutton Hoo or something. It's absolutely massive. Also, National Trust listeners.
Yeah.
By the way, it's not sponsored by the National Trust. We actually pay for all of this, and we just genuinely love it.
Yeah.
But
as car parks go, it's pretty impressive, wasn't it?
It's huge.
Yeah.
It's like enormous.
We could do a car park podcast, couldn't we?
It was very good. But that threw us because we'd not parked in the new car park.
No, that's
so it did look new.
Yeah, we're easily confused, aren't we?
Very. And the sort of
surprised we made it there, actually.
But then you go in, and then there's obviously amazing parks, amazing walks.
Yeah.
There's this cool folly, which was built to resemble a Gothic ruin.
Yeah.
And we were like, I wonder how old this is.
Yeah.
I wonder when this was ruined. And then afterwards read that's how it had been built. It was actually, somebody commissioned it and said, I want a folly that looks like a ruined Gothic fairy tale castle. I know, how great is that? Awesome. Like Rapunzel's Tower. It's been in a battle, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so we got that. We also got lost. Do you remember on our walk? We have miles trying to get back.
We are never lost. We are never lost. We are exploring.
We're exploring. Okay. Yeah. We did. Do you remember the time they got a farm? They've got the farm there at Wimpole, which was really cool. They had little piglets. Piglets.
All the piglets. They were really nice.
So that was a really, really good day out. So that was great. And then the other couple of bits we wanted to mention about things we did this summer are a couple of places which where we got some food other than chips at Yarmouth.
Yeah.
Which we always recommend, to be honest with you, because you can't beat it really. Chips are best eaten by the sea. They're a good family meal out at any time, but if you can eat them in the presence of salty sea air, more power to you.
Yeah, and we tried a new chippy in Yarmouth. It looked very nice. It was.
We did. Yes, because normally we go to the Lion and Herring.
Yes,
in Great Yarmouth, which I actually would happily recommend. It's a really, really good chip shop with a very extensive menu, and sometimes we go there just to get chips if we're on the way back from places.
We could be Paris. Let's go back via the Lion Herring.
No, but we did go back from Pleasurewood Hills there, didn't we? I think actually.
Yes, we
kind of mocked, but actually it's the same coastline. It's not that far. You thought it was a really big diversion home.
It's quite a diversion.
It's not that bad. Anyway, so we normally go to Lion Herring. This time we tried the corner. We were going to go to Harry Ramsden's, but we were on a bit of a rush, weren't we? Because the thing that we were going to started in about 15 minutes. So we then crossed the road to the corner, got some stuff there. Again, great value for money, and everyone was super friendly, which what more can you ask for, really?
Delicious.
And the chips and stuff were lovely. Yeah. Great. So, so other than that, we also ate at the Waffle House in Norwich, which is a big favourite of ours. It's their fault, to be honest with you. So I wanted to go to the Waffle House on purpose because they kept sharing drool-worthy pics on their social media. They wore me down over many weeks. Yeah. So I had that planned in. I was like, as soon as the summer holidays start, we're going to go to...
I don't know who's doing the photography there at the moment.
Oh, it's good.
But they are very
waffles.
good.
Yeah, love waffles. You've got to go to Waffle House. It's a Norwich, if not Norfolk, institution. Yeah. You get a discount with our Enjoying Norfolk card. But just fabulous. I just love it. It's great.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that meal.
Really nice. We went with the family. It was lovely.
Delicious.
And then most recently, a little quick shout out to a new place that's opened in Norwich.
Yes. Called Clucked.
Clucked. And what do they do?
Well,
the name like Clucked.
They do fried chicken.
They do chicken. Yes.
Chicken. But when we went, we had a variety.
We tried a variety of bits of food.
I had a flat ironed chicken breast.
Yeah.
absolute delicious with some spicy fries. You could choose which sort of base you wanted on the.
Yeah, they've got a variety of sauces, and you sort of choose your chicken, and then you choose the sauces, and they range from kind of mild to really spicy, which is called screaming.
Yeah.
And they pride themselves on the fact that their sauces are homemade. And they're sort of going hard on that, and they've also got this amazing I say homemade, but like made on site or whatever, salt that they put on their fries, which was so delicious. I don't know what it was, but it was really good seasoning. It was great. It was nice.
I really enjoyed mine, and the others had some
the others being our children.
Yeah, those.
Them others.
Well, it was the end of summer.
Yeah. Our eldest had his weight in chicken wings.
Yeah, chicken wings.
And our youngest had some chicken goujons things or something, didn't he?
Yeah. Which he is rating the world over.
He is trying to get around all the chicken goujons of the planet, I think. And I, being vegetarian, had their veggie burger, which was really nice. It was really delicious, actually. Yeah, it was really good. And interesting fact, if you aren't into chicken or meat in any form, then all the fries, I think, and that sort of a lot of the sun is a lot of vegan options. So if you are with a meat-loving person, you could still enjoy it there. And afterwards, their milkshakes, their Lotus Biscoff one, that was really indulgent.
Didn't I?
Yeah, it's really good. If you can still fit them in. I don't normally go for milkshakes, but I tried a little bit of our son's, and I was like, I'm having that. So I got my own. Yeah, I did. Yeah, it was lovely.
Yeah.
So
the brownie was one of those ones that's chewy.
Sort of sticky chewy. Brownies are supposed to be chewy, aren't they, I think?
I don't know. Sometimes I have a brownie that's just,
bit too...
Just...
crunchy.
Yeah, just a little bit, just crumbly cakey.
I think they're supposed to be slightly. I think they're supposed to be slightly crunchy, for want of a better word, firm on the outside and chewy in the middle. But I'm not a brownie connoisseur because brownies aren't my thing, really.
Yeah, I've never made them.
No,
but I've had a few, and that was quite.
That was a good example of one. Nice.
Yeah.
So that's Cluckton, Westergate. So that's 2 places to try in Norwich, and that's really our summer.
Yeah.
It's been we've fit quite a lot in.
Yeah, we did actually put quite a lot in, didn't we? We have. But it did actually fly by.
Absolutely. When we think about the last episode we recorded was pre-Hods, and then you're like, now Hods is well over. It's sort of like where's the year gone? I can't actually believe it's about to be. It's October basically.
Yeah, and I was thinking, we didn't really spend a lot of time sort of at the beach or anything. But the weather was a bit iffy, wasn't it?
Yeah, it hasn't been a beach summer, really.
No.
We haven't done a lot of beach stuff. I think the beach is going to be reserved for autumn and winter walks, to be honest with you. We've had a few nice days, but I think we were quite lucky, and on those nice days, we were at sort of organised events that we'd already planned, but thank goodness the sun shone on them, because it would have been a completely different story had it rained.
But very good summer.
Yeah, indeed.
Thank you.
We hope that thank you, Norfolk. we hope you've had a good summer too. We would love to hear what you got up to. If you want to tell us, do drop us an email to start@enjoyingnorfolk.co.uk or comment below any of our social media posts. We would love to hear from you because we're always looking for ideas for the next holiday or next summer.
Definitely.
That was our summer. Yeah. But now it is autumn.
We love a bit of autumn.
Oh, I love autumn.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it probably is on balance my favourite season. There's lots to love about it. I know the night's drawing, but everything starts to get legitimately cosy. Yeah. And I'm a big fan of big sweaters, jeans and boots, and also Halloween. Yes. That's my birthday. Well, all of our birthdays are in both of our birthdays are in the autumn, which is perhaps why we like it so much. So,
but you say that, but I'm still in my shorts at the moment.
That's true. You are resisting. Yeah, I'm impressed.
I'm going to make it until the 1st of October.
Well, that's only
in my shorts. I know, tomorrow. And I will be wearing shorts into October.
Well done. Well, if the weather continues, there's no reason not to, really, is there? So,
but you can see in the mornings it's very it's
getting
damp
kind of
on the grass,
and
the leaves are starting to change a bit. Aren't they?
Yeah, so that's what I was going to say. I was going to say what's coming up and things we're looking forward to. So one of them is leaf peeping, or Momajigari, I think it's called. Yeah, so if you look on our Enjoying Norfolk blog, it tells you all about Momajigari, which is the Japanese tradition of seeking out autumn leaves just for their just to enjoy them.
Yeah.
Its direct translation is leaf peeping, basically, and I think, I don't know, well, I think you do this as well, but sort of if you're walking through a park and the leaves are changed, every now and then I will just stop and just be like, that is so beautiful.
Yeah.
It's such a feast for the eyes. You try and sometimes get a picture. It's never quite as beautiful as in real life. But we've listed some places that you can really get an eyeful of the wonderful colours of autumn in Norfolk on that blog. So head over there and have a look. But that's one thing I love. Yeah. Every year, the fact that Norfolk just becomes this amazing spectrum of bronzes and golds and yellows. Yeah. It takes my breath away in a really kind of childish way. I love it. It's one of my favourite things.
And Norwich looks lovely in the autumn when the trees are, and the coast looks fabulous, doesn't it, in the autumn?
Yeah.
So we love getting onto the beach in the autumn.
Yes, it's a really nice time to go for walks, and there are places in Norfolk where all of the seasons are really well represented, like Sheringham Park and places like that. And so, and obviously it's really important to get out and about in the autumn because the days are shorter, so you get less sunlight. Yeah. So you want to get that vitamin D, and also it's really good for your kind of mental well-being. So, make the most of it and get out there and do some leaf peeping. We're definitely going to. Regarding events, there are a ton of events happening, aren't there?
Quite amazing.
Now, the highlight of my season is Halloween, so we'll talk about that in a moment. But before that, I can see that you've got a list of events that are on our radar for the upcoming sort of months leading up to Christmas, haven't you?
Yeah,
Tell us about them, Andrew.
Well, on at the moment, which runs through October as well and partly into November, I think, is the Autumn Festival of Norfolk, which actually is new. It's a new name, but it used to be the Hostry Festival.
Yes.
So, there's lots of events going on around Norfolk related to that.
Nice. So if you have a little look at the Autumn Festival of Norfolk, or Google presumably the Hostry Festival still, you'll still be able to find it. And so have a little look at all the things that are going on. Wonderful. That's great.
Yeah, and we mentioned some of the bits on our social as well.
Yeah, fab.
Yep, so that's one thing that's happening right now. Another one which we love and we may go to this year is Apple Day at Gressnell.
Yeah, I love Apple Day at Gressnell. Apple Day is a real celebration of the season, I think.
Yeah.
Gressnell's a fabulous venue, so it's run under the Norfolk Museum Service for those who haven't been. And it's a sort of, it was a former workhouse, and so it's a workhouse museum of sort of rural Norfolk life, and also working farm. But kind of, I wouldn't say old-fashioned, but traditional working farm. So, but Apple Day is just lovely, isn't it? It's really nice. It's everything about autumn that's just fabulous. And I think, don't they normally end with a wassailing in the orchard or something like that, which is some sort of traditional ceremony about autumn. So. So that's really worth having a look at, actually.
Yeah, really lovely, and I particularly like the warm apple juice.
The mulled cider. Yeah, the mulled apple juice.
The mulled apple juice and the mulled cider. Really love that. Go along, check that out. That's on the 15th of October.
Cool, great.
Okay, Sunday.
Yep, and that's over near Dereham, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gressnell Hall. Fab.
Yeah. Now, you may know that the White Horse in Brancaster.
Yeah. Our faves.
Runs a lot of events all through the summer, doesn't it? Yeah. Seafoody events.
Yes, they had an oyster festival recently.
Yeah, oyster festival and a seafood festival.
Yeah, and most recently there was a shanty festival.
There was.
It was multi-sited around Brancaster Staithe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And I think so. It was at the White Horse. It was at the Jolly Sailors. Various other places like the Brancaster Brewery and stuff. Fabulous for charity.
Shanty groups from all over the place come along to there now.
Love a shanty group.
A big event. And the nice thing about the events, they raise money for charity as well. Yeah, so they've got an event coming up the 20th to the 22nd of October, and that is the Brancaster Mussel Festival.
Fabulous. Oh,
and the mussels are just out there.
Yeah, yards away.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Oh, so if you love your seafood, get along to that.
They've got them on the menu already. So I saw the other day.
Yeah.
Go along to that.
Cool, fabulous. Yeah, it's always nice. And the White Horse is amazing for food and ambience, isn't it, as well?
Yeah. And another event, this one in Norwich, which is a big annual event, and that is the Beer Festival, the Norwich Beer Festival. Yes,
of course.
Which is obviously a great event for all the local breweries.
Yes, yeah.
And one's further afield.
And it happens to fall over your birthday every year.
I know.
Funny that.
It's really weird. I used to go loads, then I had a break for a bit, and I've been a couple of times now. but always, whenever I've been, it's great.
Yeah, it's fun. It's at the halls, isn't it?
Yeah, at the halls.
In the city centre.
And hopefully it will never move from the halls.
Yeah, do you think it's a good venue?
Yeah, very good venue. Well, mainly because it's in the city centre.
Yes, yeah.
And it's just a lovely building to hold a beer festival as well. Character to it, obviously. So,
it's always busy, isn't it? With a really nice
go along
vibe.
to that. I normally get a half pint.
Like souvenir.
And try lots of different... Yeah, instead of getting a pint.
Yeah.
Just a half of each one. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, not each one, crikey. Can you imagine that?
How many are there?
I'll probably never make it home. But anyway, that's another great event to go to.
Yeah, fabulous.
Yeah, then we move to the end of October and obviously Halloween.
Oh, my favourite, which is like my second Christmas, basically. Well, my first Christmas thing, then it's Christmas, which is the second Christmas. Yeah. The spooky season. Oh, it is. I live for things that are dark and twisty. In the best possible way. So so we are doing a couple of things for spooky season, aren't we? One of which I'm very excited about, which is we're going to the witch performance at the Toll House Museum in Great Yarmouth.
I know. I'm pretty scared already.
I was going to say the Toll House. First of all, two like take home points from this is one, we're spending a lot of time in Great Yarmouth. But two, which I'm not complaining about, I love it. But and also the Toll House, listeners, is a terrifying place anyway. So it's the oldest jail, I think, in like Britain anyway. It was. Yeah. We only ever seem to go there when there's stuff to do with witches, because the last time we went, they had a big exhibition on the East Anglian witch trials. Do you remember? But downstairs, they've still got like the original cells there. It's absolutely terrifying. Yeah. Seriously, at night, it must be the scariest place in the county.
We're going at night, I think.
Yeah, but we won't be alone, will we? So anyway, so we are going. So it's actually over October half term, which is great. Yeah. To the witch performance by the Feathered Thorns. Yes. So it's about the theme of witches and otherness, an atmospheric performance of music, spoken word, and light. So it should be fantastic, and it's in this historic, very atmospheric setting, of course. So we're doing that. That's going to be great.
Yeah. So the actual day. Yeah. There, so there's lots of going on. It's actually called Witch Trial Day. Yeah. So they've got lots of things happening all day. There's some talks, costume characters dressed up. Yeah.
All terrifying, depending on how you feel.
We shall soon find out. And they've also got something on at the Elizabethan House as well, which I'm interested in going to as well, which is a witchcraft fair.
A witchcraft fair? Yeah. Oh, fabulous.
So witchcraft
witches everywhere.
Yeah, I know.
And that's on the same day. And ironically, what day is that, Andrew? It's not just any old day, though, is it?
No.
It's your birthday. It is. So we're going over to Yarmouth for lots of witch-related fun.
On my birthday.
On your birthday.
Can't wait.
Fabulous. And I was just going to say, so the Norfolk Folklore Society, who are fabulous and also have their own podcast, they actually shared a really interesting post this week, which was to remember some women who were buried on this day, like that day this week, in 1645, having been hanged as witches in Great Yarmouth. Yeah, apparently. So apparently Matthew Hopkins, and this is from their post on Instagram, self-named Witchfinder General, brought fear to Yarmouth in September 1645 when he was summoned to the town by council officials. So then 2 men and 9 women were accused of being involved in witchcraft. They were brought for the courts, etc., etc. Anyway, so 6 of the accused women were pronounced guilty and sentenced to death by hanging. One was further reprieved, but the 5 women were hanged, and they were buried on the north side of St Nicholas Churchyard, which is where profane burials used to take place, so suicides and people accused of witchcraft, etc., etc. Is St Nicholas Churchyard the big church in the centre of Yarmouth?
Not too sure.
We'll have to look into that. Yeah.
We'll have to go and investigate.
Yeah, absolutely. So there is this really interesting history of witchcraft in Great Yarmouth anyway.
There is,
so I'm really excited to find out a bit more about so there's going to be a talk and there's going to be a performance, and so that's a really great spooky thing that we're going to be doing in Halloween.
Definitely. Happy birthday.
And then later on earlier on in October, we're going to see 222 at the Norwich Theatre Royal, which I'm so excited about, and I mean which, no pun intended. So 222 is a play, A Ghost Story, by Danny Robbins. And for those who don't know, Danny Robbins also presents the Uncanny podcast and also the Battersea Poltergeist podcast, which I love and highly recommend. If you like ghost stories, if you like being scared, if you like the supernatural, Uncanny is riveting. It's huge right now. It's actually coming to BBC Two. I'll be definitely looking out for it. I love it. Anyway, so Danny Robbins wrote 222, Ghost Story. It's coming to the Norwich Theatre Royal. And also Uncanny Live is coming in November. We're going to see them both, which I'm so excited about. So if spooky stuff is your thing, then I definitely recommend you check them out. To be honest with you, there's no real link with Norfolk apart from they're going to Norwich Theatre Royal. But if you like ghosts,
that's good enough.
Well, exactly. Yeah. If you like ghost stories and if you like the supernatural and the out of the ordinary, then they are marvellous listening, these podcasts, and we'll let you know what we think of 222 after we've been to see it. But it's had great reviews, and I've wanted to go and see it since it opened in London absolutely ages ago.
Yeah.
So it looks really, really good. And so they're coming to Norwich Theatre Royal, so if you fancy them, check them out.
And one final thing sort of to go to.
Yeah.
For Halloween.
On our spooky radar.
Yeah, definitely on the spooky radar, the really scary radar this will be.
Yeah.
And it's been going on for a few years now, is Fairground Frights at the Great Yarmouth Pleasure Beach.
Oh, yeah. Back in Yarmouth.
Yeah.
This is terrifying though, isn't it?
Looks terrifying. We should actually try and get along, actually, I think.
I don't know if I'd dare, actually. It looks too scary.
Yeah.
So they have actual actors, don't they,
Oh.
around the pleasure beach at night, like real people interacting with you and being scary and stuff.
Yeah, like getting on a ride with you and like scary clowns and...
I don't know if I could... But they're really good. They're not really rubbish efforts. No. They're really good, aren't they?
Yeah, they're very good.
Very
it's award-winning, apparently, their Fairground Frights nights. As is the Pleasure Beach itself.
It is, yes. It just won a really good award, didn't it? Amazing. Yeah, so, it's fabulous.
Yeah, that's one to look out for.
Yeah, Fairground Frights.
If you want to get scared, go along to that.
Absolutely, yeah. And finally, obviously with autumn coming up, new season, we've replenished our Enjoying Norfolk store with some new snuggly cosy layers, hoodies and jumpers, etc. We've introduced some new colours like chocolate and slate grey, but we've also got a little bit of merch for Halloween, which I actually think I enjoy this collection more than anyone else out there actually does. But basically, so I think I'm designing it for myself. But basically, because I am obsessed with ghosts and folklore and spooky stories, so we've tried to introduce a couple of elements of sort of influences from, because obviously, so Norfolk's got so many ghost stories, so many.
Oh, yeah.
There's so many kind of like, ghostly ladies of every colour, brown, grey, white. There's headless ghosts like Anne Boleyn. There's ghosts of the plague. There's all sorts of ghosts.
Ghost dogs.
Ghost on the Acle Strait.
Yeah. Oh,
apparently the most haunted road, you said.
Yeah. The most haunted road in Norfolk, I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, and obviously you've got things like Black Shuck and all this other kind of folklore. So we've introduced a couple of these elements into some items. We've tried to design them so that they're not just for Halloween, and obviously there's no plastic in them, so they're completely sustainable, unlike a lot of Halloween-y kind of stuff. So you can wear them all year round. But do have a look on our shopenjoyingnorfolk.co.uk website. We design them all here in-house with our own fair hands, and they're all completely naturally produced, sustainable, renewable, etc., etc. And all the sales obviously go back into supporting what we do, which is sort of sharing the great and good things to do around Norfolk. So please check them out if you like cosy layers or anything to do with ghosts.
And they are
That's
very
a weird Venn diagram.
Yeah.
It's like cosy layers, ghosts, the overlap, that bit in the middle, that's what I'm aiming for.
It's good to be nice and warm when you're being scared.
Exactly. Well, I am going to be wearing the Ghostly Lady sweatshirt to 222 and Uncanny. So even if no one else buys them, then I'll enjoy wearing them, basically. So I think that's quite a succinct roundup of what we've been doing and what we're about to do. Yeah. So it sounds potentially like the next couple of months are going to be as busy as the last couple.
I know. It's going to be lots of fun, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
And there's obviously more that goes on, and we share it for our social channels.
Yeah, absolutely.
So keep an eye on those.
Do keep an eye on those. We'll be back with an episode of the podcast again in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, obviously, we love to hear your comments and your feedback. You know where to find us. The website's enjoyingnorfolk.co.uk, but you can always contact us via social media, where we're very active on all the usual channels. I think that's probably all there's left to say, isn't it?
Definitely.
Yeah, other than happy autumn. and we look forward to speaking with you again soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.